All of the new assignment features in Voicethread are available in the Assignment Builder button on the Setup page. When you click on that button, you will see the 3 types of assignment that are available. These are the same 3 types of assignments that were available in the current version of our integration, but each of these has some additional features and an additional flow for instructors and students. The important part of all 3 assignments is that the assignment now owns any content that is used within it. If you create a VoiceThread for a commenting assignment, or if a student submits a VoiceThread to the Create assignment, that VoiceThread will not be visible anywhere else except inside this one assignment. It will no longer appear on your VoiceThread homepage. Now we'll get into each of the types of assignment. Start by clicking on the type of assignment you'd like to use, and then click Continue at the bottom of the screen. This next page allows you to dictate what these playback settings will be for each VoiceThread that your students submit. So now instructors have full control over these, and the students cannot override them. So that means you can require your students to record a minimum of 1 comment on the VoiceThread that they are going to create and submit. Or you can require exactly 1 comment, where they can't record any more than that either. You can dictate which types of comments are going to be allowed, and all of the regular playback settings that have always been available in VoiceThread. The one important new feature is called Student Gallery at the bottom. This is going to allow all students to see one another's submissions after they create their own VoiceThread and submit that. If you have ever done an assignment where you ask students to submit a VoiceThread and then ask them to go and comment on their peers' submissions, you have probably used 2 VoiceThread links to do that. The second one would be a course view. That's no longer required with the new Create assignment because the Student Gallery is going to completely replace what you were using the course view for previously. When you're done selecting all of your options, go to Continue, and here's where you can customize all of the final information about your assignment. So you can give it a title, you can set some basic instructions here, you can customize the text that your students will see after they submit successfully, if there's something special that you would like to have displayed for them. Then you can set a start date and an end date. If I select a start date, that means that until this exact moment passes, my students will not be able to see this assignment, even if they somehow get access to the link in my course. It's completely closed down until that start time. Additionally, I can pick a due date, and my students will not be permitted to view the assignment at all after that due date. This allows you to schedule out future VoiceThread assignments without having to worry about creating them too far in advance. The next new feature is allowing students to view the assignment after submitting. Previously, they could always view their assignments after submitting, but now you have the option to turn that off. If you don't want to allow your students to even see what they have submitted after they're done, just uncheck that box. But do keep in mind that with the new assignments, they still can't make any changes to their submission after they have given it to you, even if you have this box checked. Then the final new feature is the ability to grade with pass-fail instead of percentage. Then click Publish, and you are all done. Next, we'll look at the commenting assignment. I'll click on Comment and Continue at the bottom of the page. This takes me to the list of all VoiceThreads that I have ever created. I can select any one of these VoiceThreads and require my students to record comments on them. If you haven't yet created the VoiceThread you want to use for this assignment, you can also come up to the top right corner and click Create New VoiceThread. But in this case, I've already created the one that I would like to use, so I'm going to click on that and then click Continue at the bottom. You can require students to record a minimum number of comments or an exact number of comments if you want to prevent them from going any higher than that. You can select the types of comments that will be available and all of the same playback settings that are usually available to you. Especially important in a commenting assignment is comment moderation. That is the setting that prevents your students from seeing one another's comments on this VoiceThread. When you're happy with your settings, click Continue at the bottom. And you can customize all of the assignment details, the start and end date, and the assessment in the same way that you did the Create assignment. The Watch a Voicethread assignment requires your students to watch 100% of the Voicethread that you've created. Previously, you had to select a Voicethread that contained comments because only comments were tabulated in this assignment. In this new version of assignments, we're tabulating both the central media and the comments on any Voicethread you've created. That means if you have created something with a video as the central slide, your students will be required to watch that entire central slide before they are permitted to submit. That's the big new feature with the watching assignment. Click on the Voicethread you would like to use, and click Continue at the bottom of the page. Here you can configure the playback settings for this Voicethread. And the settings are more limited here because students are not permitted to record any comments, so there's no need for any of the other settings. You just have these 4 basic ones. Click Continue at the bottom when you're happy with those. Go through the usual steps of completing the assignment details and the start and end date, and then click Publish when you're done.